about the Gannon Stauch case down here in Colorado Springs? Another weird case. Obviously, a big search going on, and then the searching is basically finished, but they're still investigating it with no new leads, and really kind of makes you like, once again, just stuff is just too weird.
I think this is a case that the police know so much more than we know. I have to believe that, right? I have to believe that they do know, and they're just trying to keep it quiet so that nobody gets spooked and, maybe makes a run for it. So that's what I have to believe in my heart, because at this point, so much about the story of the day he went missing, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. And this one broke my heart because, I mean, he's what, 10 or 11? I have an 8-year-old son. And just seeing him in videos, playing his video games and talking about them, like, it just made me so, so terribly sad, because I just got a vision, of my son who does the same stuff when he's playing Fortnite or something. He'll talk about it out loud, like as if he's got a YouTube, camera there, and he's
Sure.
doing it for YouTube. So adorable, so innocent. This kid already has gone through so much with his parents getting divorced, and now you're living in a different city, and you have a different woman who's with your father, and like, that's difficult for kids. Also,
And I
something
think
that
I think the biological mom had some issues in the past. She was living, I think, in South Carolina. But, it sounds like she had some demons that she was dealing with, and, that's why Gannon was with dad and stepmom.
right. But then you have, and then there was the kind of, I don't know if it was a rumor so much, or if it's been kind of proven that they all three knew each other, that T, or Letitia Stock, was friends with Landon, Gannon's mother, and then started having an affair with her husband. So, like, this is all very dramatic, kind of tensions running high, maybe a lot of resentment, a lot of jealousy. But I do not like the way that Gannon's stepmother has taken to social media to basically smear any reputation that Landon, Gannon's mother, would have. You can feel however you want about a person. I'm sure you guys have a history, and some of these things you're saying could absolutely be true, but this woman has lost her son.
Yeah.
And she's looking for him. So why don't you wait till we find out what happened again, and then you guys can hash out your issues like adults in private, instead
Yeah.
of just slamming her all over social media, the horrible things that she said. And now it's funny because this woman, Letitia Stock, is so upset, and she wants the police to take down these pages of people talking about her and speculating about her. But it's exactly what she did to Gannon's mother, Landon, but she doesn't like when it happens to her. So in general, I don't think she's a very good person. Is she guilty? Did she do something to Gannon? I would have no way of knowing. However, just based on her social media presence and the video of her and Gannon when he allegedly dropped a candle on the carpet and she was telling him, we have to sell something in this house to pay for it, the gaslighting, the emotional and mental manipulation that she pulled on that child, to me, you're not a good person. Period. You don't talk to a child like that. Once again, it's almost
Yeah.
like the makeup palette thing, right?
Yeah. No,
You don't make a child feel so guilty and make him feel so bad like he didn't do it on purpose. I don't know many kids who would be like, I can't wait to get my stepmother so mad at me that I piss her off, and I'm gonna like purposely light this carpet on fire. Most likely he did it on accident, like kids do, because they're wild. And to just drag him like that and make him feel so guilty, I have to sell the couch. Not only do I think it was a horrible way to treat him, but I don't believe she recorded it accidentally. I think she did it on purpose. I think she is now trying to create little things that support the narrative as new timelines come to light. She's like, okay, well, oh yeah, we were in the garage playing on Saturday and he cut himself, and then I put him on the truck to bandage his leg, and I'm like, well, are you saying that because you want to be able to explain why there might be blood on that vehicle? Because you know that the CSI team was in the house and they took out a bunch of stuff. It's very suspicious. I don't think she's a good person. I obviously cannot say that she did something to him, but I do think, in my opinion, allegedly, she knows a lot more than she's telling us. And hopefully the police are also kind of on that same path to knowing more than we know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. None of it.
Well, and this is what people don't get, is that, I mean, the truth is going to come out. It may take a little time, but the truth will ultimately come out. And, it comes out faster when people lie, because it's so easy for people to show that it's not truthful. I mean, had they just said, gee, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's tragic.
Stay
What can I be
quiet.
to do
Stay
to the
quiet.
supportive mom, or stepmom, and, be nice to everybody? People would be like, oh, wow, but people
Right.
don't, they just think they're smarter than everybody else and that everybody's stupid and, everyone will fall for the story. And it just never seems to work out that way. It doesn't play out well at all.
Yeah.
I think that,
I was
and
wondering, why doesn't she just keep quiet? It would like be low, have a low profile. Stay low.
well,
You're gonna,
she's
sorry,
obviously a person of interest.
she's got to be.
She's got to be a person of interest because I think she was kind of the last person seen with him. And, that's usually the person of interest who is the last person with them.
Right.
Unless there was somebody else that, would make them the last person with them. So it clearly makes you a person of interest. And, I don't know if she's talked to anybody, but any attorney would be shut your mouth, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
But no one ever gets that.
I don't think she has, right? She couldn't. There was rumors that she had tried to get Jose Baez. We're talking about Jose Baez again, but she tried to get Jose Baez to be a lawyer, and it was all over the Facebook groups. I pay attention to what people are saying on Facebook in these groups. And then and sorry, I just got a text. And then they said no, that they had asked Jose Baez, or they'd asked his law firm, and he said that's not confirmed, that's not the truth. But she does need a lawyer at this point. And she claims she asked them for one. Did you see that interview that she did where she says she asked them for a lawyer, and she wanted to go to the bathroom and she wanted a drink, and they said, no, you can't have a lawyer. And I find that very difficult to believe that they would take her in for questioning. And when she asked for a lawyer, they would deny her rights unless she wasn't placed under arrest legally, I guess. But how does that work? Like, if you're being questioned by the police and they ask for a lawyer,
If you say I want a lawyer, I need my lawyer here. If you say the magic words lawyer, 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 the police have to stop interrogating you. I mean, that's it. It's done. They have to say, oh, you've said the magic words. You want a lawyer. And now you're saying, oh, you want to talk with me. So what do you want to do?
that's what I thought.
Now, in today's world, most jurisdictions, particularly here in Colorado, videotape all of that information. And so it's clear because, the issues of false confessions and, the police officer, beat me with a rubber hose, those have gone
Right.
way down since they started videotaping. And the police are like, all right, here's your form. Here's your Miranda. Do you want a lawyer? Well, I don't know. Should I get a lawyer? Maybe I should get a lawyer. That's not an invocation of your right to counsel. It's I want a lawyer. And it has to be affirmative,
Which
unequivocal.
she said. She claims she asked for a lawyer and they said no. And then not only that, but they physically blocked her from leaving with their bodies. They pulled their gun on her, threatened to shoot her and her daughter. Very
I
crazy claims. And it's like, why are you making these claims? Because either they're true, and that's a huge issue, or they're not true, and you're just making it worse for yourself, because now you won't even have the police as allies because they see you lying about them.
Yeah, I would take that with a huge grain of salt because most detectives work in a case. They're experienced officers. They're not going to jeopardize their career by pulling a gun on somebody. I mean,
No.
really? Come on. Unless that's on video or another police officer said it happened, I would be very suspicious of that claim. It just simply doesn't happen. In today's world, like I said, everything is videotaped when they are talking with the defendant. And when they come in, they say, I brought you up from the holding cell, or I brought you in from the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, did we talk about anything other than the weather? No. Did I make you any promises, any threats between that time to get you to speak with me? No. You're doing everything voluntarily here today. Yes. You understand you're free to leave. You're not under arrest. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And if you're not under arrest, you don't have to be advised of Miranda. But either way, you could say, I think I'm just going to stop talking to you. I want my lawyer. And that's it. They got to. Oh, I lost. Are you there? I don't have any audio.
What about now?
I have it now.
I pressed buttons accidentally. I'm not technologically savvy.
Neither am I. That's why I have Kyle.
I need a Kyle.
Everybody needs a Kyle.
Everybody needs a Kyle. So either way, I think she's lying then, because she says she asked to leave and she asked for a lawyer and they said no to both. And really, there's no way that they said no to both or tried to bodily stop her from leaving. I just have a real problem with this woman. And I know for a fact, well, I don't know for a fact, I can't say that. I have a high suspicion that she was in the comments of the video that I did on Gannon under all these different troll names, or people that she knows, under all these different troll names that have no activity on the accounts, no picture, just random names saying like, oh, I think the father's suspicious. Oh, there are shadows under the truck when she comes home with Gannon. T's not lying, like blah, blah, blah. All this, it's never had such an inundation of comments like that. So I know not for a fact, I highly suspect that she is very heavily monitoring like what people are saying about her online.
On behalf of Ms. Stauch, she appears in custody.
Okay, thank you. And if you would go ahead and state your name, please.
Okay, Letitia Stauch.
And Ms. Stauch, you saw the video advisement, it went over your rights. Do you have any questions with regards to your rights? And Ms. Strobel, are you waiving advisement?
We are, Judge. We'd ask the court to set it for first appearance.
Okay. Have you had an opportunity to go over charges and possible penalties with Ms. Stauch, or do you need to do that at a later date?
Judge, we have advised Ms. Stauch of the arrest charges in this case. Obviously, when formal filing is conducted, we will do it again.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Stauch, at this point, I'm not going to read through the charges with you. Your counsel will do that at the appropriate time. I do need to set it for the first appearance. I've been given the date of March 11th at 4 p.m. in Division 15. However, Mr. Allen, Judge Warner reached out to me and asked me to find out if you were requesting the 18th instead. I don't know if there's a need for additional time for filing.
Actually, if I can ask my victims that are in the courtroom, Judge, what state they prefer, I could be fine with it.
Okay, and then obviously I'll find out from Ms. Strobel what her position is.
Judge, we're available either day.
Okay.
And Judge, we're fine with the March 11th at 4 p.m.
Okay. Then this matter will be set for March 11th at 4 p.m. in Division 15. Ms. Stauch continues to be held with no bond. Anything else for today?
No, Judge.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And you're all set.